Good morning to everyone present here. On the auspicious occasion of Gandhi Jayanti, the BSS School is extremely glad to host you. Please note your audio and video for our upcoming presentation.
Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was an Indian lawyer, anti-colonial nationalist, and political ethicist who employed non-violent resistance to lead the successful campaign for India's independence from the British rule, and in turn inspired movements for civil rights and freedom across the world. He even proposed an education system which was known as the basic education. He felt that children learned the most when they were taught in their mother tongue. His contribution to education is unique in this sense that he made the first attempt to develop an indigenous scheme in British India.
आप मुझे जंजीरों में जकड़ सकते हैं, यातना दे सकते हैं, इस शरीर को नष्ट कर सकते हैं, लेकिन आप कभी मेरे विचारों को कैद नहीं कर सकते.
Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, utilized the three main philosophies of education in his writings. These were the concepts of naturalism, idealism, and pragmatism. According to Gandhi, if we really want to reach peace in this world, we should start educating children. Gandhiji's views about sanitation or decentralization of power or women empowerment or need for basic education for all, every view holds good and is followed presently. Make in India is nothing but self-sufficiency as emphasized by Gandhiji. Individuality and economic independence were two things very close to Gandhiji's heart. Present trends indicate the best times when both these are at their prime.
The good man is the friend of all living things. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. First, they ignore you. Then they laugh at you. Then they fight you. Then you win. In matters of conscience, the law of the majority has no place. The real ornament of a woman is her character, her purity. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind.
Mahatma Gandhi believed education to be among the most critical facets of the world and society on the whole. Gandhian educational concepts still do not sacrifice their fundamental importance. His quote, "Literacy is not the end of education or even the beginning," finds its validation in the recent times, where we see how even the most literate of people are unable to survive. In the current times, Gandhiji's ideals of overall development of a child, along with moral values, is what we need the most. He showed us a path that would always lead to the making of a successful nation whose children are not just literate but thoroughly educated.
In keeping up with the spirit of Gandhi Jayanti, today's theme of the Inter-House Music Competition is Autumn, which heralds the coming of Shakti as all things good and annihilation of all things evil. May love, peace, and brotherhood prevail in the hearts of one and all. This now brings us to the next part of the Inter-House competition. It is now time for classes 9 to 12 to showcase their talents. The theme for classes 9 to 12 is Autumn. The rules: there will be 10 students participating from each house according to their respective classes. The students will be participating in categories like Eastern Solo, which will be further followed by a Western Solo performance. Besides, a group of 4 students will also be participating in a Western group performance followed by an Eastern group performance. We wish all the students a very best of luck, and we also hope that all watching this may enjoy the program. Thank you.
We are also privileged to have amongst us Mr. Divya Kamal Mitra here with us today, a music composer, multi-instrumentalist, He has created and performed music for various advertisements, plays, and films, of course. Trained in Western classical music and music pedagogy, he has also created music and taught music at La Martiniere for Boys, Kolkata, and has also lectured on music history at the Jadavpur University. Currently, he is teaching violin, mandolin, music theory privately and is also pursuing a PhD in psychoanalysis under the Department of English of Jadavpur University. At present, he is also working part-time as a social media assistant under the prestigious Victoria Memorial Hall. Sir, thank you so much for joining us today. Hope you may enjoy the program. We also have amidst us yet another of our esteemed judges of the day, Miss Shangaborti Das. She started learning music at the age of 3 and later joined Shruti Nandan, where she trained herself for 14 years under the guidance of eminent musicians like Sri Bidhan Mitra. She has won a number of inter-school competitions, including a first prize in Eastern Solo at the Satrangi Music Festival and a first prize also in Western Solo at the Crescendo hosted by the Calcutta School of Music. During her school years, she was also selected for a cultural exchange program held in Cairo in Egypt. She has also been placed in the first position in the All India Music Competition held in 2016. And recently, she has been awarded the prestigious National Scholarship by the Ministry of Culture by the Government of India. Ma'am, we are privileged to have you amongst us today. Please enjoy the program.
It is my honor to introduce you to yet another of our esteemed judges of the day, Miss Ujani Mukherjee, a former student of the BSS school. She is trained in Eastern classical music for the past 13 years under the guidance of eminent voice trainer Guruji Shumanta Sarangi. Currently, she is studying engineering at the Heritage Institute of Technology. However, she wants to take up music professionally. She is also learning the instrument cello under the guidance of Mr. Suraj Dolue, aspiring to become a successful musician in the future and exploring various genres of music including Eastern classical, jazz, folk, etc. is what she is currently aiming for. She has recorded a number of songs with eminent music director Mr. Debashish Shom. One of the compositions, the cover version of Pothe Namo Shati, has received approximately 1 lakh views. Ma'am, we are privileged to have you amongst us today.